It looks like Ron DeSantis and the government of Florida were very serious when they told Disney, if you're going to be political, if you're going to try to interfere with parents' rights here in the state of Florida, we are going to hold you accountable. We're going to make you pay for it. And you're going to be treated just like every other company. No more special privileges for you. Because despite the number of people that said, nah, there's no way, they'll never do anything, these are the headlines just a few days later. Florida House passes bill to dissolve Disney's special self-governing status. This comes a day after it was passed in the Florida Senate, which means now all that has to happen is Ron DeSantis has to sign it. And all of a sudden, 5 decades of advantages that Disney's had, 5 decades of tax breaks, of being able to do essentially whatever they want by governing themselves, all of that comes to an end next year. It is just bad news after bad news for woke Disney. Washington, the Florida House passed a bill Thursday to eliminate the special district that allows the Walt Disney Company to self-govern its Orlando area theme park, sending the measure to Governor Ron DeSantis for his signature. DeSantis, a Republican, called on the legislature to back the measure during its special session this week. House lawmakers passed the bill 68-38 after the Senate's 23-16 vote. It was not even close. The legislation would dismantle Disney's special district on June 1st, 2023. The district was created in 1963, allowing Disney to self-govern by collecting taxes and providing emergency services. Disney controls 25,000 acres, and the district allows the company to build new structures and pay impact fees for such construction without the approval of a local planning commission. To put that in perspective, the amount of hoops and red tape and whatever that you have to go through simply to be approved to build something massive, to build something on the scale of some of these parks, some of these rides, some of these attractions, it's a big pain in the ass. And for 50 years, Disney's had an advantage. For 50 years, Disney has been operating like a town or a city. They can do whatever they want for themselves instead of like a normal business. All of that is coming to an end. And somehow, with all these extra taxes at play, with all these different impediments that will now be in their way, I don't think it'll help their stock, which has already been one of the worst performing stocks on the Dow Jones over the past year. It's down 32%. And over the past month, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse for Bob Chapek and Disney. And Disney investors have to be looking at this and panicking a little bit. This went off the rails very, very quickly. The date on this is March 7th. A month and a half ago, this was the headline. Disney CEO Bob Chapek claims company is a force for inclusion, but doesn't want it to become a political football. Oh, how quickly that changed. When your activists that work there, who care more about indoctrinating 5-year-old children than they do about actually telling a story. When all these Zoom videos got leaked of them saying, yeah, we have a not so secret gay agenda and we're going to continue to push it and push it and push it. We're going to overrepresent. We are going to indoctrinate kids. We're going to target a young, easily influenced audience. These are all the things that they admitted. Parents have had a big problem with that. We've seen the protests. We have seen the backlash. We've seen the outcry to boycott Disney. We've seen it in the stock prices. And now, all the way up to the government in Florida is now responding to what Disney has been doing. DeSantis laid it out pretty clearly that he was going to do this. A lot of people thought he wouldn't. A lot of people were worried about the outstanding debt that potentially Reedy Creek owes. They've said they're going to pay it. They're not going to push that to the taxpayers. So that's really not a question anymore. All that's happening is that Ron DeSantis probably realizes he has Disney by the balls. They can't move Disney World. You can't just up and move Disney World like some idiots have suggested. It would take decades and decades to build something equivalent to Disney World somewhere else. They are in Orlando. They are in Florida. That's the bottom line. And now they're going to have to play by the rules just like everyone else. Disney brought this on themselves by going after kids, by going after and targeting children with their marketing, by continuing to push content down people's throats that only really is desired by a fraction of the portion of the population. And a lot of the rest of the people are just tired of this. They came out and said they're going to do everything in their power to stop Florida from implementing this law, and it's coming back to bite them in the ass. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. More bad news for Disney. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.